All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to week 2. This is our first Sunday coming at you in the second year of this fantasy show. Happy to be here with you guys today. I'm excited for some more football coming up. We're about an hour and 20 away from the 1 o'clock games, and I'm with you as always with my host, Rockin' Bills Mafia.
Still rocking it. Bad day for fantasy. Good day if you're a Bills fan. I'm not a Bills fan, but whether win or lose, we love them. If you know what that's about, then you're on a good track in life.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, and you're with us. Yep. You're with us here on the Heart of Fantasy show. I love that double fantasy in that intro. But yeah, I mean, here it's not all about the analytics. Yes, we care about it, and yes, you're going to see some awesome D-back wide receiver matchups and things like that, but it's also about that thing that you just can't quantify, that thing you can't track, and it is about the heart of the players, and that's what we dive into. That's what we care about, and that's where you're going to see us discussing a lot on this show. But also, hit us with your questions. Hit us with your rebuttals. We want you to be involved. But yeah, so what we're going to do today is prepare our own dynasty lineups for the 1 o'clock games. And a lot of these are going to be kind of flex considerations. So we'll really, be talking a lot about start sits in the flex spot today. There's 2 flexes in this league that we're going to be chatting about. But before we get into that, we gotta talk about the jerseys that we're wearing and what they mean to us, right? I mean, yeah. So you already mentioned the Bills, but I'll start here because this week I've got Chargers defense. All right, so this is a throwback uni. Tell me who it is. Can you see it?
Well, let's check out the. Let me see. Let me look at the stream actually in our little share window. I cannot, but I'm assuming it's the Hunter Henry.
Yes. All right. Yeah. You know what it is. Yeah. All right. Good. Hunter Henry. Yep. You're a smart guy. I am on the lookout for new jerseys. I was having a debate with myself earlier this week. Do I do the China jerseys or do I buy the official ones? And so I it felt wrong doing the $30 jerseys from China, which this may or may not be. I don't want to actually put myself out there into any legal situations. But I didn't do it, and so now I got to worry about budget because I'm bringing in probably 3 new dynasty jerseys through the course of this season. It's been tough to make my decisions. My number one was going to be Bryce Young, and so I'm psyched I didn't get a preseason Bryce Young jersey so far.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have.
But anyway, I'm rolling out Chargers defense because they're playing against Carolina this week. So to me, it's a must-start defense.
And not to hijack the show instantly, and I'm not really going to regret it, but how about a Jameis Winston jersey?
Yes, I know. A Cleveland Brown, James. Yeah, I mean,
that's best case scenario.
And
fun fact,
there's no going wrong there.
I might have a present for Dingo.
Wow, that would be beautiful.
And it's a guy in his dynasty team.
And I mean, it makes sense because I just pulled this off the wall. It's the only picture in the room. You can see your reflection in it, but that's a jersey I should have got right there.
That's what you got. Yeah.
Number 3, all red. Jameis on the Bucs. Primetime Jameis. I don't know if you consider that primetime Jameis or not, or if that's Is primetime Jameis college for you?
Heisman Jameis? I guess it's a totally different thing. It's Heisman Jameis.
Yeah. But anyway, that's why I'm rocking Chargers today. I might switch to Derrick Henry throwback once the games actually get started. But there's always Mike Evans to go to. I'm going to a little barbecue, so
all right.
It's important.
Let's roll. How about you roll into it? Talk about your team.
Yeah, good idea. All right, so let's pull it up. Here's the matchup. We got Team Kaizen, which is myself, versus K-Sarah, which is Bills Mafia, that you see at the top right of the screen there.
I mean, if you're a Bills fan, I'm not. So it was tough. Unless we got some not Dalvin, James Cook owners in the chat.
Yeah, James Cook owners. Let's hear it. I'm not one of them.
If you're a James Cook owner, say, I.
And once you do that, we'll block you from chat for about 10 minutes. No, I'm kidding. You're welcome here, because I'm sure you probably, I don't know. You're not the only one that started Josh Allen against me this week. That happened in a few different leagues, and I got lucky. And honestly, it's just a fantasy gods, law. What is it? Law of equality? No. The odds. Law of odds. I don't know. But I got matched up with Anthony Richardson in like 3 leagues last week. And then I got Josh Allen in 3 leagues this week. So I was like, all right, well, the fantasy gods were just looking out. Yeah.
You thought he didn't deserve
He completed 9 passes for 27 fantasy points, And so look at this. Josh Allen completed 13 passes and only got 9. Like, it's just, this helps me a lot. So it does help me make some considerations on who to start and who not to. I didn't have anyone go. You had Jeff Wilson also, who was a good pick. I still stand by that. He got injured. He got injured, hurt the oblique. Achane shouldn't have had all that. Law of averages. There's Con in the freaking chat. Let's go. Thank you very much. Law of averages.
Well, and I think he's gonna drop in something. He's gonna celebrate as being James Cook owner.
Oh man, and he's a Cook owner.
And he might get,
And he's an artist, and he's a VIP member. This guy's got it all.
Good for you, Con.
Yeah. He should be feeling good on his Sunday right about now.
He already is.
All right, and then so Jeff Wilson, did you have a comment on there? Just to throw it out there for.
We'll wrap it up on Thursday.
Okay.
But all I'll say is this. Unfortunately, I was predicting best $15 I ever spent.
Oh yeah.
That didn't work.
I saw on the group chat. It turned into worst $15 you ever spent. I think you might have said.
Someone said that?
No, I think you said that about yourself in our group chat.
Oh, I did actually already make that comment to you. Yeah, but I just want to let the people know. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just yep. All right, and then
and we'll recap it again, but stinks for the Dolphins in general. That's tough.
Do we go there?
No, we'll do it Thursday.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
Once there's more information.
Yep. All right. So what I'm fighting against this week is really Bills Mafia's defense. They gave you quarterback numbers.
That's the one thing that stood up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can wear that Bills proudly. I mean, the pick six killed me. Like, without that pick six, this is manageable to go against. That pick six really just elevated them to, like, now this is your Josh Allen, and then Josh Allen's numbers are the defense numbers. So your team kind of, I think you're the only bad start that hurt you was Keon Coleman. So that's my opportunity to take advantage of. But all right.
Yeah, here's this. We were all jazzed up about all the Bills, right? Except for the Bills defense. And wouldn't it be so funny that it's a Thursday night game that's absolutely fantasy horrendous unless you got those two running backs, right? And the Bills defense, the one aspect we did not even consider. Good for them.
No.
I guess they kept me in like, hey, I could win it, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I was in this situation, 62-38? I was in this situation plenty of times last week and did not come out with the win. So I'm definitely there. I'm reeling here. So, all right, I got to start with quarterback. So, yeah, this is not flex appeal, but this is it's just beautiful right now that I get to start Justin Fields. And there's more positive talk coming out of this than there was last week, which is awesome. And you guys can't see this, so let me switch it. We've got right here, Justin Fields could be keeping the starting job if he can get a win. They're basically, people are saying, if Justin Fields can take the Steelers to 2-0 this week, even if Russell's healthy, why would you turn over a team that's undefeated to somebody else that's unproven, And so, yeah, I think that's huge, and I think this sums it up really well, too. This is going to be too small, but they're basically saying about the start-sit situation with Fields that because of his running ability, he is potentially a QB1 at all times, and therefore, he's not guaranteed going to be QB1 like maybe Mahomes would be, but, I mean, to me, Justin Fields is a must-start because he could take an 80-yard touchdown to the crib. Or even, he's going to carry the ball 14 times. So anyway, I'm starting him over my young, up-and-coming Bo Nix and Bryce Young quarterback, so it's not too much of a decision, but it is Bo Nix versus Justin Fields, so I'm crazy excited about that. But anyway, I'm going Justin Fields. I think that's an obvious decision for me, and he's only going to beat 9, right? If I play the matchup, so you only got to beat 10 with that. Fields got 11 points last week and really had no running room, and just probably not enough leash from the coach. But now he's being told, hey, you win this game, you get the job. I feel like that's going to lead to more aggressive play right there. But all right. So now to get into the exciting stuff. The tight end situation is not exciting. Let me just say Isaiah Likely, I think, might be the most talented tight end in the top 3 most talented tight ends in the league. This is actually crazy. Hold on. Let's not just skip over this because we've got the Baltimore tight end matchup right now. I kind of wish you had put Andrews in the tight end spot just to have it be nice and equal. I'm starting Likely, you're starting Andrews. It's just, battle of Baltimore tight ends today.
Smart Fantasy told me not to put Kincaid in the flex. But
nice.
I guess I got to win the tight end matchup, huh? If I want any say in this.
You're right. Yeah. That's
I don't know. I see both of them doing well this year.
I think so. I think they're the wide receiver 2 and 3 of this team.
I mean, here's the thing. I think if you completely ignore Likely and let him just run around just single coverage and you just, sort of stack on Andrews, which happened quite a few times, then you're going to get killed by Likely. And how long are you going to let him do that to you,
Yeah. That's what I'm a little nervous about.
With favorable matchups, I think, a lot. And I think Lamar's got to probably rely on that a lot. So I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out week to week.
Yeah, good call. I'm nervous. Likely just put a target on his back. That he just got 11 catches in week 1. They're going to try to take that away. The one thing that I like
bunch of targets.
Yeah, the thing that I like is that I think watching that game back, he was the best blocker on the field at all times. And so I was like, cool, all right, that solidified his spot for sure. Not just the catches, but he was an amazing blocker. And so I was like, all right, he has to be out there. But you're right now, if he has a shadow on him, if he's got a safety keying him.
And, I mean, we'll see how this Derrick Henry thing blossoms for you and for them.
Right.
But what if he just starts destroying linebackers? I mean, that will just that'll make the job easier for tight ends across the board. So
yeah. And you're right. I mean, there are people predicting the Derrick Henry show today, like a 28-touch Derrick Henry contest. Okay. If that's the case, there's going to be less Likely and Andrews.
Who they matched up against?
They got Las Vegas, so Raiders. Who did the Raiders play last week?
Chargers.
Was it Chargers? My Jersey team?
I think so.
Yeah, it was. So oh my God, that's right, because they got smoked by J.K. Dobbins. So that's why I was like, all right, cool.
So that's why they're probably thinking, oh my God, Baltimore's gonna kill him.
Yeah, exactly. If Dobbins can do that, okay, well, just because what they were saying is Dobbins had a lot of carries where he was untouched through the line of scrimmage. And then it's just up to the back to make stuff happen after that. And it's like, all right, geez, dude, if Derrick Henry gets to the second level without anyone touching him yet, that's dangerous. So I mean, hey, I don't want to scare you too much or hype myself up and then be filled with regret. So I'm going to expect probably only like 12 points out of Derrick Henry today. But if I get anything more, I'll be hyped. All right, now it's time for the flex appeal. And as of right now, I've got Stevenson and Pollard in my 2 flex spots. Stevenson I love. He should be, RB2, but I got Henry and Connor in RB1, RB2, and Connor's going to have another big day, I think. So Stevenson is my lock here. So really what we're discussing is going to be Pollard in the flex. So Pollard is in the flex over my disappointment of the week, last week, Drake London, with 1 catch. He's playing Monday against Philly. And if you remember, I said Philly looks horrible against Green Bay, Philly's defense. So I was like, start everybody against Philly. And so I was just like, okay, now I've got to start, like, following my own advice. I got to start Drake London. But now I'm terrified because I just don't. I looked really deep into some analytic data on Drake London, and it was like his separation numbers were second to last out of all receivers in week 1. I can't even remember everything that I read, but it was just every analytical number about him running routes and catching balls was like horrible. Like the wide receiver 4s on some random team were doing better than him running routes. Now he had a tough matchup, but he's got another tough matchup.
I like the Eagles secondary. They made a couple moves this offseason, so even in the draft.
You know what? It's a good time. Let's pull it up. Let's find out the Drake London situation. Dude, he's got a plus. Like, this doesn't look bad. Darius Slay, he's not going to be shadowed. And then the rest of them are crap, which makes sense, dude. That's what I saw on Friday night last week. I saw an Eagles defensive backfield that couldn't get the job done. So anyway, it's Drake London. It's Tony Pollard. And then also I want to throw in DK Metcalf out here, right? DK is going against a really tough matchup. I've got him at my wide receiver 3 right now, and I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be the right call to make. Because I've also got Josh Palmer and then Rashid Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed. Of course, Puka Nacua is out, so good for you on that one, not needing to go up against him. But I guess, any users out there need sound queue up or need a sound queue. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do, Con. That would actually be nice. You see that in the chat? We need a nice segmented.
I did see Murphy's Law comment earlier, which
is
sick.
No, but when we go to the analytic data, we need a nice techno beat or something like that dropping.
Yep.
I'm working on it. I'm working on the piano to make some custom sounds. We'll be We'll be well on our way, Rondo. yeah. You just come in with the intro on the recorder. All right, so man, I'm talking myself into circles here, and this is where I've been all morning. I don't know what to do. I'm getting a good feeling about Pollard.
That's how I started the show.
Yeah, exactly, right. And it's just usually you can help me here, and I know this is a head-on-head matchup. So this happened week 9 or something to us last year. It was much easier for us to build some momentum, but it's funny. I keep laughing, and I wish I caught you on Bill's bye week because one, I can't wait for Vacation Bill to show up or whatever we call that character. But also, I would have loved to match up against you that week. That would be awesome. I wouldn't have 22-point defense against me. But yeah,
you have a quarterback who's not even on my team playing against you.
Yes.
I don't have a backup.
You don't have a backup quarterback. Oh my God! Are you just gonna throw that week, or are you gonna drop somebody? You can drop somebody. You got people to drop.
I gotta give it a shot. I'll get somebody.
All right. Anything surprising happening so far? Jameis Winston projected 0 points. Oh my God! Sorry, we're all over the place. I gotta cover this. Jameis Winston. Not really news about him, but news about Deshaun Watson. So because of these new allegations, if they can prove any of them hold water, then apparently there's a loophole in his contract that they can basically get rid of all of his guaranteed money in the contract, which is just huge, absolutely huge. So now, and they know they're in a bad situation. Everyone that saw it last week saw Deshaun Watson's arm is not strong enough. He's not feeling confident enough. He's not going to be able to do what Jameis Winston is going to be able to do for that team. There's teams that need quarterbacks out there. And guess what? Jameis isn't going anywhere because the Cleveland Browns knows that they need Jameis, not the fact that he's going to go somewhere else. So I saw that, I think it was this morning, and I was hyped. I was just like, dude, it's only a matter of time before this 0 projected points turns into about 18 a week. And everybody else, just get ready for that. But yeah, so honestly, this is what I think I'm rolling out against you, man. I think I'm going to go Tony Pollard. That's the big start here. It's trusting Metcalf to beat up on the Patriots. And really, I think
who's that Titans matchup again?
Titans.
I remember.
Titans Jet.
Okay, I can see Pollard having a good day.
And it looks like we got some weather. They're saying that they want to get the other running back more touches, but I'm still feeling pretty confident that Pollard's going to be the one here. And hey, here's another pick too. I almost bet you that Justice Hill is going to be the best start for me. If we start talking about the start-sit percentages and how good you are at it, I think Justice Hill is going to be probably the guy I should start. I think he's going to eat as well.
Yeah.
But I can't start him and Derrick Henry. What if they only score 3 points?
It's a damn shame that you have Justice Hill somehow.
Yes. I got the handcuff for Henry, and then
he's a guy through and through. Get him back here.
That was because of you. Dude. You're the one that called him out preseason of his rookie year. You called him out to me, and I saw him make an electric play at the goal line on a screen, and I was like, "Yep, okay, I'm a fan for life." And then it just so happened that he turned into my handcuff for my best running back. It's just beautiful things happen. But yeah, I don't think we warned the viewers here, but we are not taking you up to 1 o'clock today. We are taking you up to about 12:10 today, which means you've got 12 more minutes of premium content to enjoy.
Yeah, I'm about to. I got decisions to make here. Right?
Yeah, all right, and
I'm in a hole.
Handing it over.
All right, I'm in a hole. I just wanted to touch on a couple things. One, Murphy's Law comment from Con that was rather witty. 2, you brought it up. Happy to be here on a Sunday, first Sunday. Just about my favorite time to sweat it out with everybody else.
Tough moment on Sunday morning.
Yeah, but let's talk about it. We'll recap it Thursday. I'll say everything. Bad night in Miami unless you're the Buffalo Bills and unless you're James Cook owner or a chain owner. So far, looking like some of the worst $15 I've ever spent. Like Dingo, we have flex appeal to talk about. Who's it going to be? Keenan Allen, questionable with an injured heel. They're going to test it out Sunday night. That probably puts us in a bind, huh?
What's the
So
latest?
I need to go down here at the bench. We love Bucky Irving, right? We love Bucky Irving in this house?
Yeah.
We love Bucky Irving in this
Hey,
house.
let's go.
So we think about, is it Bucky Irving? That would be a crazy call. Do we go down to our old friend Greg Dortch? Now we start looking at the matchups.
Well, actually, hold on too, because I think this is a good opportunity for anyone that's kind of new in fantasy or doesn't care much about like how to play people and how to make these decisions. The Sunday night thing is huge, right? You have a questionable player going into Sunday night. This is trouble, which means really, if you want to start him and like because he's going to do better if he plays, then you can only wait for him if you have another Sunday or Monday night game that you could swap out at the last moment. And so, like, do you have that? Is my first question. Like, Irving is a 1 o'clock, so that's just saying you're not playing Keenan Allen. You've got Gainwell, but I don't think you're going to play him.
No. The thing I really would have loved to play Keenan Allen. I sort of caught up with what happened in that game. We couldn't really watch it. We were watching the Bills, but I'm sorry, the Pats.
Oh, you got Roshan.
It's a shame that we probably can't trust them going into this because from what I hear, they're testing it out. So,
who tested it out last week? Achane or Thursday night? Achane was a test in the pregame, and look what he did. Not saying
and they
it's
have some other injuries at receiver.
Oh yeah,
so he would be
the rookie
receiving
playing?
the majority of the targets if he plays, but we can't trust it.
Yeah, is the rookie playing in Chicago?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. I guess we can pull that up.
There was a couple. He was the most targeted receiver. There was a couple missed opportunities too. He dropped a potential touchdown pass, and there was another big chunk play overthrown. So.
Okay, Rome Odunze is also game time decision, but he is expected to play. But he's doing the same thing as Keenan Allen.
Expected to play.
Yep.
I think Keenan Allen's more questionable than that.
Yeah, honestly, I could see Rome and DJ Moore taking this, and Keenan Allen taking it off.
There's a teaching moment for everybody. Ooh. So now, who are we going to trust then?
But so the only person, if you do want to play Keenan Allen, that you could kind of do the wait and swap with is you've only got one Sunday night. Roshan Johnson on the Bears.
Oh no, but I can't do that.
Did he? Oh, he was an inactive, so he's even going to play. Okay, you're right. You can't do that. So now you have to decide: are you starting Keenan Allen? You can't. I don't think you can. I mean, not trying to help you from a fantasy perspective, but if you did try to wait on him and then he's a scratch, then you got to play Roshan Johnson, who might not even play.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to
we
bench.
Look down at Gabe Davis. We look at Greg Dortch.
Wow. Okay. How long have you had Dortch?
I feel like the people want to see me light the Dortch.
How long?
Trust a Keenan.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been trusting Keenan for a while, I don't know. I've seen this fantasy team put up a lot of points because of a Keenan.
Yeah. But we never trust a last name Keenan.
Oh, well, that's some words of wisdom right there.
Yes, it is.
How long have you had Dortch on the roster? It wasn't like
since last year.
Okay. I can give you my take, which I'm happy to do because my take isn't always right. Oh, let's do it. Let's pull up the.
You're trying to gatekeep?
Give me the.
While you pull, okay, so we got Greg Dortch versus the Rams.
So you got Quentin Lake, which is a bad matchup for him, and then the Rams D-backs are getting some respect on this chart here. All these numbers I think are still a little too early to pile into. We'll be getting deeper into them. All right, so now give me Who was the other guy? It's the guy that I would have started.
Davis is against Cleveland.
Yes, there it is. There it is. Gabe Davis. Martin Emerson.
At
Cleveland.
home.
Ooh. Is that a worse matchup? We've got Dortch, negative 0.24, and then 8.5, negative 0.27, 8.7. Okay, so Gabe Davis has the harder matchup. This is the guy I would have went with. I would have told you to start Gabe Davis. He's been kind of creeping up on a lot of people's free agent pickups, and so I think there's a lot of other people out there that just got Gabe Davis new, and they're saying, hey, maybe I need to start him. I would start him. I would feel pretty confident in this. Brian Thomas just put a target on himself. Christian Kirk is always eating. Like, I don't know. I think Gabe Davis is going to have opportunity.
Here's our thought here with that. Chasing points. Who's going to have the higher ceiling?
Okay. You're considering yourself chasing points, and you need the boom or bust player.
Yeah,
is that,
I am.
Yeah, okay.
So who do you rely on to be the touchdown guy, probably? Gabe Davis, right? I mean,
he can
do it with the Bills.
He's got potential for a 65-yard touchdown, much more than Dortch does. Dortch is going to have to get to 17 fantasy points the hard way, you know.
Will they do it with Trevor? I heard a little rumor that they're renaming the stadium this week, and it's not Eversource, it's Ever something, and they're naming it Trevor Stadium, which is sick.
Wow.
So, I mean, he's going to be throwing touchdown passes to somebody.
In their home. Oh, dude, that's the start to me, and if it kills me, I'll be pissed.
I mean, I love Greg, and watch. Greg's going to have a nice, 11, 12 points.
Yeah.
Nice little floor, potentially. But I think you're right. I think we just roll Gabe. I like Cleveland's defense, unfortunately. But is Deshaun playing?
Deshaun Watson? Yeah. He's playing. You're right. I guess that's the only issue. Is if Deshaun Watson continues to be trash, then they're gonna have no need to air it out. But they still have a good team. Like, overall, Cleveland's not an easy win for any team right now. But
I mean, I could totally see Dortch at least getting, like, let's say 7 targets, and Davis maybe getting targeted a few times.
Yeah. I was even looking at Dolchich.
What did he do last week?
Who? Gabe Davis?
Yep.
He gave you 3 catches on 3 targets for 62 yards.
Okay, I like that, honestly. Right?
Played 94% of the snaps.
Yeah, we like that.
So he was just
Dortch give us?
Just a dog out there. Dortch gave you 61% snap share, 8 targets, so 5 more targets, 6 catches for 47, right? Because he's the underneath guy. Oh, and he's doing punt returns. Look at that. So potential punt return touchdown out of him if you ever want to chase that. But all right, I think let's finish up on this because we've got a VIP question that we got to get to for a start sit. You look like you might be frozen. Are you frozen? Chat, I think we can confirm that he's frozen. Let's see if we can get him back for you. We'll be right back after this brief intermission. All right, bringing you back to the stream, bringing us back. We're back. All right. The laptop died? Right. What happened?
Yeah, it did, with no warning. It usually gives me a little warning light.
Man, sweating it out Sunday. This is how it happens, all right? We're not always in great situations. Sometimes we're traveling, we're apple picking, and our phone dies before the 1 o'clock lock-in, dude. It's just, stuff happens. So for everyone else out there that's going through the struggle, we're with you. We all know what it's like.
We're in the fantasy basement right now. Anyway.
Fantasy basement, that can go many different ways.
Yeah, it's Sunday morning in the basement. God, I mean, I guess we will have to go Gabe, right? We'll make that.
Lock it in, dude. I mean, I guess you still have about an hour to.
I do have an hour
to kind of mull this one over. But all right, so cool. I like the Gabe Davis start as well too. I think it's actually a pretty smart move out of you. But yeah, let's go to the chat. Drank Reynolds, you still with us? Great question here. Aaron Jones versus Amari Cooper. So I can't tell you much about Aaron Jones. So I'm kind of hoping the guy in the basement. You're in the attic of the stream, so I'm pointing up, but you're in the basement of the house. Hopefully you have something to say about Aaron Jones. But so Amari Cooper, I think, is an untrustable option. So he doesn't have a quarterback that has an arm that can get him the ball more than 15 yards downfield. And Cooper's awesome at the fade. The back shoulder fade. He's great over the middle. He obviously runs the whole route tree because he's just freaking awesome. He's kind of the reason, what's his name, such a stud on the Cowboys. The hell's his name? The best player in fantasy. Des Bryant is in my mind, but no, from last year. What's his name? Help me out.
CeeDee Lamb?
Yes, thank you. CeeDee Lamb. He's trained under Amari Cooper, which I don't think, I remember watching tons of videos where they were just he was just a sponge learning everything that he could from Cooper, and you can tell how good Cooper is by his ability to teach and then what he does on the field. So I do love Cooper, but he's unstartable until Jameis Winston's his quarterback. So I've got him in 3 leagues and I bench him every week. I'm going to continue to do that. So what's the Aaron Jones situation? Because I'm just hoping that's better than that Amari Cooper situation.
Aaron Jones is definitely, a number 1 back. So he has that going for him. There's going to be at least volume.
What'd he do? Oh, dude, he killed it. Week 1. Roll him out. Roll him out without even thinking about it. 14 carries and a touchdown. He's involved in the pass game. Sam Darnold's a legitimate NFL quarterback. I think he's getting way too much bad press out there. I think since day one, even with the worst franchise.
I liked it for Sam. They got some weapons up there.
Dude, when he was with the Jets, he was still able to score a touchdown, which is probably the hardest thing to do in the world, is to score a touchdown in a Jets uniform.
That is true.
Sam Darnold is
at that time. That was you're right.
Dude, I think he's a fine quarterback in the league. I would take him over Deshaun Watson all day long. But yeah, all right, yeah.
That's like going. That's
Welcome
like playing X receiver on the Panthers right now. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're screwed. You need to go steal a handoff if you want fantasy points on that Carolina offense, which is so sad to say because I'm just such a.
If Drank's there in the chat, he would probably say light the torch and start Bucky Irving.
Wow. Well, he said he'd love it, and it sounds like he's going to go with Aaron Jones, so I'm happy about that. And then, we also got the VIP artist wondering if you're in Owen's basement.
No. I'm not. I'm unfortunately not around this Sunday. This is a different basement. This is the fantasy basement.
So the one thing that's consistent is that you do like basements. Okay, good to know. Fantasy basement. We're both in the fantasy basement right now because we're both 0-1, chasing our first victory of the year.
That's true.
So.
And I've been known to like a basement.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Adam's been known to pull me out of Owen's basement to go play softball.
I didn't dare set foot in that building, but I blew you up until you showed up.
Okay.
Do I remember you hanging out by a trash can? I think I picked you up by the trash that morning.
Probably I probably made it to the end of the street.
Yeah. Love the spaces. All right, so sounds like you're going Gabe Davis. We helped the user with a question. Maybe that's all we got for everybody today because we're hitting.
He's been a pretty important member of the squad for a while now, because he was a Bill. And
right.
You know what? I guess maybe we're calling on him now. I expected him to maybe not be in the rounds that much this year, but here he is, week 2. We need some points too. Come on.
Yeah, I think in the past 3 years of fantasy football, you've started Gabe Davis more than any fantasy owner on the planet. Besides, really deep leagues.
You got to think so. You got to think so. You got to think
12-team leagues.
99%.
Yeah, for 12-team leagues.
1%, sorry.
Yeah. I think there's people in 14-team leagues that aren't even playing him. You're in a 12-team league and you're ripping them.
outside of maybe his mother, if she's into fantasy, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, beautiful. That's how you wrap it up, Con. It's not about the talent. It's about the heart. And you heard it here first on the Heart of Fantasy. Week 2, let's go have a day. Go win your Sunday. And if you don't win your Sunday, at least try to win your Monday because, you gotta do something right.
Yep. And whether win or lose, love yourself.
That's what we need to close on. I love that. Exactly. Which is tough. When you bench somebody that goes for 45 points, it's tough to love yourself. So that's a very important piece.
Can we try?
Yeah. So everyone out there.
Everyone out there, here it is. I'm trying.
Have a great Sunday.
I'm trying not to hate myself for starting Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. Right, and you're doing a good job. You look great.
I'm trying not to let Miami make me hate myself because they just were like, maybe we're not Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah. Well, you see, if you look behind you, you've got a window there in the basement, right? So there's always a light. No matter how dark the basement, there's always a light to chase. All right. So, we're coming back at you Thursday. We're going to be here for you before the Thursday night game to kind of recap the chaos that is about to ensue, and then talk about whatever the Thursday night matchup is, because I can't even tell you right now. But I'm excited.
We're in for a fucking doozy. Proud dollar. We got Patriots Jets. Now we're back. See, that's the Thursday Night Football I'll accept.
Wow, Patriots Jets?
Yep.
Wow.
Honestly, God, don't even give me another marquee matchup on Thursday again. Maybe we can talk about week 1 kickoff. Sure, maybe. But no more. No more like elite, like a matchup that should be rolling on Sunday night at 4 o'clock or 1 o'clock, you know? None of those.
Yep.
Give me Jets, Patriots. And what do we think of the Pats? We'll wrap it up. We watched the Pats. Let's do a little Pats reaction. Who do they got this week? They are going against Seahawks. What do you think about your boy in his matchup?
DK Metcalf and my favorite corner in the league, Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be smart enough. They're going to be smart enough not to allow Gonzalez to be on Metcalf every snap, and I think Metcalf takes advantage of the rest of the team defense when he's not on Gonzalez.
So, didn't they say he's going to be shadowing him though again, right?
Yes, but I heard something like a soft shadow, and I don't know enough about that. Maybe I can explain that further.
See,
but
that's a new regime thing. I've been hearing it. Bill didn't protect his guys. Mayo protects his guys. He's a player's coach. You're right. He won't leave him out there to die on an island.
Yeah, I just don't see that happening. So yeah, I'm going Metcalf. I'm going Patriots with the win though. I'm going Patriots to win today.
It's fucking beautiful out here. I'm in Massachusetts. And the crowd's going to be rowdy.
That's $4, dude. That's $4, yo. We're building it up.
Good.
I love it. It's a great statement, and I think you're right. That's a great donation you just made. All right, let's go, Pat.
Cool.
Until next time. Until Thursday. I love it. Adios.